The problem the party has is not money. The biggest problem the party has had for years is its brand and message. Donald Trump brought 80,000 new voters into the Republican Party from April through November of 2016. And since that time, we've hemorrhaged Republicans that are registered in the state of North Carolina. And it wasn't because Donald Trump wasn't doing his job. He was doing a magnificent job. The problem is the party has lost its appeal to the citizens of North Carolina. This party has an incredibly good platform. Read it sometime. It's got all the traditional American values. It's got Judeo-Christian ethic in it. It's got everything that we need to brand and sell this party to the people who derive value from the party, which is the citizens of North Carolina. We should be winning every election regardless of party affiliation because we are the party of the people. We are the party that believes in limited government, in lower regulations, in economic prosperity, in keeping more of what you earn, in the right to life, especially babies that are born and left to die on tables. This is the party of traditional American values, and yet we're not messaging that. And this party has failed to message that. Implement the technology needed to arm you with the tools you need to get out the vote and to help campaigns, and to recruit candidates that will be successful and to win convincingly in 2020. Donald J. Trump at the top of the ticket, Dan Forrest running for governor, Paul Newby running for Chief Justice, Dale Folwell running for re-election as the state treasurer. You don't have a ticket like that ever in the history of North Carolina. We're talking about the potential to win and win convincingly with down ballot implications, down 14, 15, 17 races. Our president, Donald J., the way media operates, he drives the news cycle now, and he does it through Twitter. He reinvented communications. And God bless him for doing that, because he showed us that there's a better way of doing it. We don't just have to take a back seat to the news media. We've got the ability now to create our own channels of communications. And it's something that the Republican Party of North Carolina just hasn't taken advantage of. Folks, look, I've got a YouTube channel, I've got an Instagram account, I got a Facebook and Twitter account. I'm following the lead of our president. I've got a Twitter account I retweet and tweet his materials. I add commentary to it. That's the same sort of thing the Republican Party of North Carolina needs to be doing all the time.
For Jim, not support President Trump in the Republican primary. Why? And do you support him now, and what changed your mind?
Right, okay, so back in March of 2016, I was not a Trump supporter. Actually, I was more of a Ted Cruz supporter and a Ben Carson supporter at the time. Still, things hadn't sorted out. I didn't know enough about Donald Trump. I didn't watch The Apprentice. I apologize. I was not a huge fan of his from years past. I knew a lot about his history, and I wasn't a real fan of his at the time. And I was judging him at the time based on the talent and the expertise he had. And I had a lot of other folks that I thought were more constitutional conservatives, because that's my ideology. Not long after the primary, and after talking to actually a lot of Democrat Trump voters and supporters, and my sheriff in Lee County, he says, "You know who Trump reminds me of?" I said, "No." He said, "You." And I said, "Oh, no." He said, "No, you guys are a lot alike." He watched him a lot, and he knew a lot of what he did. And I'm not in his league, but I can tell you that I came around to the Trump brand very quickly. It was by about March or April. I'm sorry, about April or May. After I watched him closely, after he won the primary, I watched him closely in North Carolina. I just said, you know, this guy's for real. He really means what he says. You can tell the fire in his belly and the passion in his heart. And so I became, nobody worked harder for Donald Trump in 2016 than I did after that period. My wife and I put signs out till our hands bled for Donald Trump. I mean, we were out working after midnight at night putting signs out. I had to drive almost 45 miles just to go pick up signs of his over an overpass in Harnett County. That's where I had to, I mean, we really had to work for him, and we did. And we loved him all the way through the fall primary.